In this episode of Plumbers of Data Science, we're going to look at Siemens IoT platform Mindsphere. I'm going to try to find out what it is, what tools can you use, architecture, and so on. But before we start, if you're new here and if you're into data engineering and big data, Hadoop, Kafka, Spark, and all these tools to process data, to store data, and platforms, hit the subscribe button. I have, for instance, in the next few days, a huge comparison lineup of Hadoop versus the cloud. And I think this will be interesting for you. Okay, so let's check out Mindsphere. So everywhere I go in the past 2 years, I have been coming in contact with Mindsphere here and there, and on the Hannover Fair, one of the largest industry fairs. Siemens has huge booths full of Mindsphere and stuff people are doing with Mindsphere. So yeah, let's try to find out how far they are and what they're doing. So just starting by Googling Mindsphere and Mindsphere Open IoT operating system. So it's a platform for the Internet of Things. And where do we go? New Siemens Mindsphere.io. Let's start here. Let's start with Siemens Mindsphere. Okay. Discover Mindsphere. Mindsphere cloud-based open IoT operating system. Siemens Internet of Things. Try our miniature world demo to discover Mindsphere's potential. Okay. So what we're going to try to do is rapid app development, secure cloud infrastructure. They have a lot of, say they have 1 billion sensors connected. Who is all working with? Most innovative companies are using Mindsphere, Accenture, Microsoft, AWS, SAP, and so on. All nice news. Any questions? So I would say let's start with the about page. Sorry. For users, for developers, marketplace. Let's say for developers. So yeah, it's a platform as a service. Mindsphere's open platform as a service comes with convenient tools for developing, delivering industry applications. Yes, getting most out of IoT code apps. So you can develop your apps and then upload them to the cloud, manage them, become an IoT expert. Yes. Benefits, service platforms to build, convenient. Cloud Foundry, AWS Cloud Services, API and Mindsphere meet to tap. Okay, so it's first, it already looks like they are running on AWS. Vendor neutral, Mindsphere's vendor neutral, supports extreme device, a range of hardware and software. Incentive, okay. DevOps planning, plan, provision, operate. Okay, let's look at this later. Developer documentation, Mindsphere community partner portal. Okay. I would say next is go to the developer stage here. Developers for Mindsphere. So it's a documentation of how-tos, tutorials, concept, APIs, and services. This is interesting. Okay, APIs and services. What kind of services can you run here? Okay, anomaly detection service, data exchange service, flow engine, file services. Connect APIs, OAuth, authorization, dog management, trend prediction. Okay, this is all interesting. IoT and storage, IoT file service to read, write, delete, files, upload, assets. Okay, this looks like something like configuration management, IoT time series. Let's go to time series. Okay, the IoT time series service is used to create, read, update, and delete time series data. Time series data is stored against an asset and an aspect. The time series record consists of timestamp, one or more values, and optional component. Within the IoT time series service, you can store and query time series data with a precision of 1 millisecond, which is lame. Okay, forget this. Flow engine analytics service. Analytics service overview. Event analytics. Event analytics service provides essential functionalities for data-driven analysis. Event data is usually use statistical analysis to get better understanding time series. Seeing what is happening. The service can be used to drive following use cases: alarm management, system troubleshooting, root cause analysis, identification of the root cause, fault problem. Event counts, event filters, duplicate events, pattern matching, sliding window. So, example scenarios. Manager of brewery wants to get deeper insight into factory's production line to find possible reasons for repeatedly occurring downtimes. The manager collects all available event data between successively occurring downtimes, feeds those into the event analytics API. So you need to get events here. You need to analyze events. Okay. Asset management. This is more like device management. Spectrum analysis. This is all okay. Resources. So they have a OS bar. What's an OS bar? Overview. Oh, okay. This is Mindsphere apps on UI level used to show the app name routing back to launch. Okay. They have an SDK. Interesting. Okay, but I'm missing architecture. Okay, here we come. Now we're getting somewhere. Mindsphere architecture. Mindsphere is distributed two-side open platform that connect the IoT and leverage combined power through service and apps. Latest technology, security, blah blah. The Mindsphere application platform, which provides a managed platform hosted applications directly on Mindsphere. Okay, let's open this again. The Mindsphere services platform, which allows you to use our services via public APIs. Okay, that's interesting. Mind Connect elements, which provide you with plug-and-play hardware and customized software components to get your data to the platform. Okay, can we get this a bit bigger here? So, Mindsphere platform based on Cloud Foundry. Applications, apps, provided services, Redis, so that's an in-memory database, MongoDB, RabbitMQ, PostgreSQL, Mindsphere services, platforms, IT analytics services. Okay, Mindsphere Connect elements. Okay, existing hardware. So they Okay, runs on AWS or Azure. Aha, okay. One thing I'm not super I don't have much knowledge in is Cloud Foundry. Let's look at this next. Mindsphere application platform. Mindsphere application platform. Platform is part of Cloud Foundry provides platform as a service capabilities. So it looks like Mindsphere Services platform provides a variety of supporting services to make application development easier through other APIs. So that looks like, do you install this cloud for yourself? Availability of Mindsphere. Okay. So Mindsphere is only available in EU1 Germany on AWS and in the Netherlands on Azure. So you're interesting. So you're basically limited on your deployment. You cannot deploy on multiple regions. It's only in Europe. Interesting. Not so super good. Let's quickly look at Cloud Foundry. Cloud Foundry scaling. Okay. Not that much. Cloud Foundry. I have heard this many times, but I have no idea what that is. Cloud application platform. Okay. Open source multi-cloud application platform service. Sorry. What? I'm not sure why my internet is so slow today. Very strange. Come on. Just a second. Trying to fix the internet. Okay. I'm back. So open source cloud application platform backed by Cisco, Google, Microsoft, Pivotal, SAP, SUSE, and more. Cloud Foundry, any app, access to services. Okay. Ecosystem. Okay. Discover platform. What is this? Docs and downloads. Let's go back to Mindsphere for a second. Cloud Foundry. So it looks to me that they just used Cloud Foundry system, ecosystem, new to Cloud Foundry. Yeah, start here. Cloud Foundry components. Now we're getting somewhere. Architecture, routing, authentication, app lifecycle management, app storage, execution, services, messaging. Okay. Interesting. There we have some log aggregators, service brokers, blob storage. Okay, app lifecycle, authentication, routing. Blob storage is a repository for large binary files. Yes, it's a blob. Okay, this is uninteresting. Not very interesting. Architecture terminology. Okay, I'm not 100% sure with Cloud Foundry where this is going. So then let's get back to Mindsphere. We were with architecture. Everything here is architecture. Okay. Documentation. Mind access, mind connect. Interesting. Mind connect IoT extension. It's not very clear what everything is. Data exploration. What was that? Mind connect? No, apps. Machines function, manual readme, performance insight, predictive learning. That sounds interesting. Okay. Feedback. Mindsphere predictive learning help. How does that site look like? Importing IoT data, managing import, manage models. Interesting. Okay. Metrics. Okay, here I'm seeing Spark Elastic MapReduce. 5 nodes, 80 cores, 32 RAM, compute hours. That looks interesting. But where is this all? Where is this all? BI versioning, lifecycle concepts, roles and scopes, IoT data services. Can I get this bigger? No, this is not what I mean. How-tos. Let's look at how-tos. Running a Cloud Foundry hosted application, integrating self-hosted applications into Mindsphere, and this is interesting. Onto your native mobile app. Integrating applications into your native mobile app. Get your application ready for production. Use Cloud Foundry's single manifest configuration. User management, application development, connectivity. Onboarding agent, uploading agent data, MQTT. Okay, now let's look at this. Running a Cloud Foundry hosted application. And developers getting started. You need a Mindsphere user account, Cloud Foundry, CLI, source code, JDK and Maven. Set the proxy, set the application name, install this. Login Cloud Foundry. Okay, they can push the app. Oof. platform as a service, delete the application again. Okay. Integrating self-hosted applications. Okay, this is more or less if you have, I guess this is if you have a application that can use a supports integration application host outside of Mindsphere. They are called self-hosted applications. This Mindsphere does not manage to operate the infrastructure that powers them. Section illustrates how to develop such an application. Yes. Outbound traffic, data volume, consume Mindsphere services. Yes, this gets... Okay. Self-hosted needs to be site or application needs to be reachable via DNS and SSL certificates. Yes. Exposes health endpoint for. Okay, so you need to expose something. I guess this is. As you have to implement the identity management and the gateway. Okay, you need the get health. Bathroom file name. Prerequisites. Create an application. Okay, and I can publish this. App development. Can access Mindsphere's APIs, importing high frequency simulation. Importing and using high frequency simulation data. You have a Mind access developer plan. What is the developer plan? Page not found. Asset management. Okay. So this is more or less all JSON. You make a post here. Enter the simulation there. Cloud Foundry. Let's go back to Cloud Foundry. Okay, this is. License December. Okay. License agreement, open software, warranty terms. Where is the pricing? Community. Resources. JDK. Are you seeing this? This is not super clear. This is either I'm stupid or how does that work? So it's basically a platform on top of if you're deploying in Germany, on top of in EU. If you're deploying on AWS, it's in Germany on AWS, and it uses Cloud Foundry. Mindsphere offers a managed open source platform as a service powered by Cloud Foundry for developing cross-platform applications, lowering development efforts. Following future build packs are currently supported. So you have the runtime. You have the build packs, runtime and build packs, backing services provided, interface, Docker support. Oh no, Docker is not supported. SSH, SSO. Backing services. Available backing services. MongoDB, PostgreSQL, Redis, RabbitMQ, Elasticsearch, LogMe. There are some service plans, developer plan F. Is this available? Page not found. That's great. Elasticsearch. Okay. Demand instance provisioning. You have some 4 GB RAM. Service plans. Okay, now we're getting. There is no pricing. There is simply no pricing here, and it's not 100% clear how this is deployed. Documentation. Okay, now we're getting back here. Release notes, guides. So, this is seller guide support to submitting application of Mindsphere store, Predix operator plan. Developer, let's go DevOps. System and introduction. That provides information to development testing applications as well. So it's Mindsphere platform services. Now we're getting somewhere. Introduction. Mindsphere provides a variety of supporting services to speed application development services via Mindsphere API. Accessible gateway service called Mindsphere Gateway. Yes, that's an API gateway that manages the call paths. Graphic below illustrates exemplified call paths for web applications. Okay, this is for web application. Mindsphere APIs, your application API. So it's this is an API gateway. And this then goes to the clicking around here. General guidelines, security style guide. It's not 100%. Let's check out this page here. Huh. So what I was looking for is I was looking for an architecture basically like you're doing on AWS, where you're going in, you find the services, all services that are available, all packages and the pricing, and so you know exactly how to architect it, how to deploy it, how is the pricing, and so you can learn in advance. Basically, is this something I want to do, or is this something I don't want to do? But looking at all this, it's basically designed to, so that you get access, or that you call someone from Siemens and he gives you an example of what is happening, and that's strange, super strange. I wasn't expecting this. It all sounds very nice, but you know how it is. When you're going further down and look under the hood, things get interesting. Okay, I was here already. Tutorials, how to write a dashboard application coming soon. Run your first application using Cloud Foundry. So you need some Cloud Foundry platform as a service. Let's go into this again. Oh, let's just close everything else. Now it gets complicated. Cloud Foundry, let's open this. APIs and services, let's open this again. And then let's go at concepts. Concepts of architecture. Okay, this side we already know. Elasticsearch, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, RabbitMQ, Redis. Boom. Mindsphere services. This one we also know. Signal calculation, validation service. Yeah. Token management service. Okay, this is all identity management. We already looked at this and that was quite bad. Here, IoT TS bulk. What is this? IoT time series bulk services variant to the IoT time series, which is designed for importing high frequency simulation data in the Mindsphere, can be used together with simulation assets to import the data into suitable aspect structure. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Time series bulk service is not limited to only return a maximum of 2,000 items per response. Okay. Feature bulk import high frequency data for a given asset. Limitations. Currently, only the IoT file service is supported as a data source. The maximum volume of time series data for 1 hour cannot exceed 50 megabytes. Okay, now it's getting ridiculous. Okay. So it's only available in Germany or the Netherlands. The normal time series service can only go to milliseconds, and the high frequency can only store 50 megabytes per hour for an asset. Okay. That's bad. That's not very good. Time series aggregates. So aggregate in interval data based on raw time series data. Okay, so this is just, you can create aggregates for this, for raw data. Is there limitations? Limitations. On-demand aggregations can only be created from up to 5,000 raw time series entries. So we can only return up to 200 aggregate intervals. Service does not support time zones that are 50 and 45 minutes off UTC hour. Okay. Now that I know they have the limitations here, let's look at some more limitations. Mind Connect API, basics. Time series, data, features. Okay, no limitations. Model management, notification. Where was the Anomaly Detection service? Okay, Anomaly Detection. Bonds per cluster. Model evaluation scoring modes. Limitations. Time series data must not contain more than 10 variables, which is okay. Not very much. You're not seeing stuff. Time series must not contain more than 10 variables. This is bad. Information about completed jobs is available for 1 day. Okay. Batch mode, interactive mode. So. I don't like this. Time series. Let's go further. Let's look further at Mind Connect, at asset management. Let's look at the limitations for this thing. Features, only features, no limitations. Okay. Job manager. Job manager service allows customers to execute analytical and data science models which consist of arbitrary paragraphs of code. Code manager service only supports Apache Cebulane virtual notebooks. Okay, this is interesting. Limitations. All input files have to pass the Mindsphere gateway, which has its own limitations. What are the limitations of the Mindsphere gateway? Let's look at limitations. Limitations. There's only 2 here. Maximum file size 100 megabytes. So this is nothing big data. You cannot do big data with this. Okay, so basically you can analyze data with Cebulane, or you can do stuff with Cebulane, but only if the input data is smaller than 100 megabytes. Or 150. Maximum file size of a request that can be sent. Okay. Cebulane related links. Where does that go? Cebulane, okay. Anomaly detection. This one goes to okay, Wikipedia. KPI calculation service, OAuth. Trend prediction service. That also looks very interesting. Linear regression, polynomial regression. Okay. Boring. Flow engine. Data flow engine create workflows based on platform events and ingest the data. These workflows can be used example. Okay. To automate KPI calculations in third-party apps. DFE streams, data flow engine streams, source processor sync, sources, time series source, time series monitors, time series uploads, triggers a stream. This entry point for time series data into DFE stream processors. Syncs. Limitations. Mindsphere can store any number of stream definitions, but the number of currently deployed streams is restricted according to the purchased plan, of course. In region Europe, first in, first out queues are not available, and message ordering is not guaranteed by the data flow server. Why? Owing to the asynchronous nature of messages, the processing time of a message is non-deterministic depending on the system load. Stream name must not be longer than 15 characters. There is a delay of up to 30-minute delay between deleting an asset and deleting of different streams. Okay, this is not super important. But the first in, first out, that this is not... That's not good. That's not good because, for instance, with Kafka or something, is first in, first out, and you can count on it. Now this is getting interesting here. Spring Cloud Data Flow. Spring. I have heard of Spring. Where have I heard of Spring? Spring Expression Language. God, this is awful. Why is the internet so slow? Come on. Okay, interesting. Exchange service, data exchange service. Just basic switchability, public space features. Spring Cloud, AWS. Okay, I'm back. I need to restart the router and okay, so let's look quickly at Spring Cloud Data Flow. Spring using basic setup of environment. Data access with JDBC, sending mails, caching, messaging, matching cloud environments, cloud formation, configuration, manual resolution, cloud environment, configuring EC2 client, Spring Cloud. I think this looks like some okay. Yeah, this is why I know this. Okay. Okay, this is from Pivotal. Okay. So this is how you can deploy applications in the cloud very easily. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can, for instance, deploy a web interface or REST APIs on a server and on AWS, for instance, on a web server. Interesting. Okay, they use this as well. Interesting. Spring Framework. Yeah. Weren't there some interesting, building a RESTful web service, for instance, how this works and so on. This is Spring Framework is very interesting. It makes it very easy to create and deploy APIs. Consuming RESTful web services. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But this is let's Google some more. I'm going to go in a few minutes. Pricing. IoT value plan. So what? Operate. Mindsphere DevOps plan. Learn more. Outbound traffic upgrade. Analytical service upgrade. 10,000 API codes. What does select from Elasticsearch MongoDB is already with MQ? Backing service upgrade. What the? Okay. Develop. Access plans. Mind access to ops plan. IoT value plan. Connect to assets and use Mindsphere applications to leverage value of your data. Develop, host your applications to leverage the value of IoT data. Yes, I want to do this. Learn more. No pricing. Again, no pricing. Contact us. Man. Outbound traffic per month. File storage 10 gigabytes. What is this? What is this? Time series storage 200 gigabytes. Data volume. Flow engine. Event instances, event types. Users. It's all contact us pricing. Data ingestion rate for times 5. Based on number of assets, number of variables per asset size per variable, read cycle interval, sending frequency overhead. Data ingestion rate times series data 25 kilobytes per second. This is ridiculous. What? What? File storage. Application uploads to Mind access operator plan account per month 10. Does that mean you can only run 10 updates a month or what? Data volume. In Flow Engines, number of streams. Okay, 50 streams. That's good. Data volume 50 gigabyte. Number of API calls per month for the analytics service 1,500. Basically nothing. Context delivery, storage, connected agents. Forget this. This is garbage. No wonder they have no pricing here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I think I should conclude for today. I've been looking into Mindsphere and the first impression is not good. A lot of limitations, very unclear pricing, very strange. Pricing is very strange. Yeah, I'm not sure who is using this. They have no. It's not 100% clear how to build applications and what types of services are running in the background. Is there something like Spark or something? Yeah, okay. It's a platform as a service, okay. So you cannot really see this, I guess. But it only runs in EU, only in Germany or Netherlands. runs on top of Cloud Foundry. Okay, interesting. There's another. If you want, we can look next time. If you want, we can look next time at IBM Cloud or IBM Bluemix. That's also I have been looking into Bluemix, or I have been looking into that a few months back. So this may be interesting as well. How far they have come, and I know the pricing here is very clear, and it's very clear the services and so on. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in Bluemix. For now, I have to say Mindsphere is very strange, very from what I have seen on the fairs, like Hannover Fair, and what I can find out on the internet. This is it looks like this is not really finished, and very strange. Another thing we could look at is IBM's Predix. Not IBM, GE's Predix platform. I know GE has some problems with Predix. But this might also be interesting. Okay, so should we deploy something on, or should you go to Mindsphere and deploy your application there? Hard to say. A lot of limitations, and not really clear setup, architecture, pricing. I don't have a good feeling about this. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this video to let the algorithms know you liked it, and it should suggest it to other people. And then we see each other later this week. Again, I am going to do next. I think I'm going to do a comparison. Hadoop. Next video is about Hadoop, and then just a quick overview and what you can do with it, and the tools that have to do with Hadoop. And then we're comparing Hadoop and the cloud and cloud platform services together. Yeah. Okay. So see you next time. Bye bye.